Whether it be from his rookie season when he was sacked 9 times against the Cleveland Browns in his very first start, or his second season when he was sacked a league-high 55 times on the season. Whether it be his rookie year where the offensive coordinator refused to make a game plan around his strengths, or a wide receiver giving up on himself in the middle of the season, or his second year where he was throwing to literal practice squad wide receivers halfway through the season. Justin Fields has not had a good supporting cast in his NFL career until this season. Bears general manager Ryan Poles was on record saying that the Bears had to quote-unquote bite the bullet in 2022. This includes immediately trading Khalil Mack, eventually trading Roquan Smith, trading Robert Quinn, letting 36 free agents walk without trying to bring any of them back, and bringing in a bunch of one-year veteran stopgaps for the team that year. From the front office's perspective, this was necessary because Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus wanted to build their team in their image. They wanted to create an identity. They wanted to bring in certain character of players, and basically you can't do that without turning over the roster. So from a rebuilding perspective, the Bears did what was needed to be done. However, from the perspective of Justin Fields, it was terrible luck, being that his first 2 seasons he spent learning brand new playbooks with underwhelming supporting casts. His rookie season, obviously the Bears did have talent, but a lot of guys were older. They were on monster contracts. Guys were in and out of injury. Guys like Khalil Mack barely played that year. Guys like Allen Robinson basically gave up. And his head coach virtually sabotaged him by not game planning around his strengths, trying to force Justin Fields to run his offense as if he's a veteran quarterback, and putting him on an island multiple times, knowing that the offensive line was going to get him killed. So going from that rookie year into a second year in the NFL with a depleted NFL roster, literally throwing the practice squad wide receivers towards the end of the season, and it wasn't a strong wide receiver room to begin with, NFL analysts said that the Bears had a bottom roster before the season even started last year, and yet Justin Fields put the team on his back whenever he could. But nonetheless, the team was not built for Justin Fields' success. This year, 2023, Ryan Poles has given Justin Fields plenty of help. Finally, in his 3rd NFL season, he finally has a legitimate wide receiver room, a respectable offensive line, a good rushing attack, and a much improved defense. Now, is the team all the way there? No. Does the team have weak spots? Yes. Will this team lose games? Yes. However, what Ryan Poles was able to do in a 1-year turnaround is nothing short of impressive. I was going to make this video anyways, but shout out my guy Zylo Edits for suggesting talking about how much DJ Moore is going to help Justin Fields. Zylo Edits has been supporting on a lot of my videos, so thanks for the comment. But yes, he's exactly right as far as Justin Fields finally having DJ Moore, a number 1 wide receiver who is going to make a true difference in Justin Fields' development. You already saw it in preseason how DJ Moore can turn a very simple play into a home run play. That is going to be so critical for Justin Fields, and specifically in games where he can't get anything going or the defense is getting a lot of pressure, games where he can just dump off to DJ Moore and DJ Moore can make something out of nothing. Or in games where the Bears are going to be totally in control, you're going to see that DJ Moore is going to just look unstoppable. He's able to take slant routes to the house. He's able to take stop routes for 42 yards. He's able to take screen routes all the way down the field. He's going to get open. He's going to break tackles. He's going to run routes. DJ Moore is going to be that guy who Justin Fields can rely on from the start of the game all the way to the end of the game. He might not be your Justin Jefferson or Devontae Adams as far as extremely great route runner who's going to be 20 yards open every single play, but what he is he's a wide receiver who does not do anything wrong. Maybe he's not a pure route runner, but he's gonna get open. Maybe he's not the strongest wide receiver in the league, but he's gonna break tackles. Maybe he's not the fastest wide receiver in the league, but he's fast enough to do everything exceptionally well, and that is the exact type of guy the Bears need. Not only is he a premier athlete, but he's also voted as a team captain. That means he's leading, he's setting an example, he's helping develop some of the younger wide receivers on this team. It cannot be overstated how much of a help DJ Moore will be to this Bears offense. But it doesn't stop there, because despite some worrying fans, this offensive line is definitely improved from last season. It starts with guys we already have, like hopefully getting Tevin Jenkins back healthy later in the season, and guys like Braxton Jones, who has yet to miss an NFL game, all the way to the rookie right tackle Darnell Wright, who was drafted 10th overall and was the #1 targeted draft prospect from the Bears going back to 2022 before the season was even over. When you look at the tape from preseason, the offensive line gave the quarterbacks plenty of time. Now, here's a misconception that a lot of fans have in the NFL. They think that a good offensive line is going to prevent the quarterback from getting any pressure. That's just not true. The offensive line is going to give up pressures. The offensive line is going to give up sacks. Every single team in the NFL has moments where their offensive line looks bad and they get sacked. Unless you're a team like the Eagles, where you just have the best offensive line in the league, you can't expect a quarterback to just not get touched. It's not going to happen. That's where Justin Fields comes into play, along with the improved offensive line. Last year, Justin Fields was running for his life almost every single play. This year, the offensive line is going to be serviceable enough to give Justin Fields clean pockets, as they have displayed already. But when things get messy, Justin Fields has the athleticism to get out of the jam. He has the athleticism to escape the pressure or the collapsing pocket and either keep his eyes downfield to make a big play, or take off running like we all know he can and pick up big chunk 10, 15, 20, heck, 50-yard touchdown runs. Justin Fields is an athletic, he is an electric athlete. Whenever he touches the field, he is a threat to pick up massive yardage. Yes, we would like to see Justin Fields hang in the clean pocket, decipher the defense, read the defense, pick apart the defense. We would love to see that, but that's something that he's going to have to develop. However, with the talent around him, you feel good about that slowly developing as the year progresses. I believe the Bears are going to rely on the run game heavily this year once again, especially in week 1. They're going to run the ball with running backs. They're going to let Justin Fields run the ball. And I think it's the run game that is going to slowly open up the passing game as we go along. Maybe he isn't an immediate pocket passer, but he is an immediate threat with the ball regardless. All it takes is a few nice open routes from Darnell Mooney or DJ Moore and hit it off with a big run or a big pass. You know, Justin Fields is the type of quarterback who maybe he doesn't get it going early in the passing game, but if he takes off for a 15-yard run, the defense is going to have to load the box because you're going to have to respect the run game. You just have to. So that's when the game will open up and the Bears will be able to take the top off of defenses. Now, it's going to be a long game, especially week 1. Preseason, you only saw the offense play 2-3 drives. An entire game is going to be completely different because the first half is mostly your game plan, but once you get into that locker room, you see what the defense is doing, you see how the defense is coming out, what formations, what zones they're running, what they're trying to attack, and you adjust. And the second half in the NFL is almost a completely different game than the first half. So it's going to be on offensive coordinator Luke Getsy to make sure he's making adjustments and putting the offense in the best situation possible. But when you look from a pure talent standpoint, there's nothing this Bears offense isn't capable of doing, and that's the first time I can confidently say that in a very long time. Yes, the defensive line is still a massive question mark. Can the Bears stop the run? Can the Bears get pressure on the quarterback? I think the Bears have a much improved secondary and linebacker core, and the defensive line definitely has potential to be way better than it was last year. However, that bar is extremely low and it's yet to be seen. The defense is going to have to give the ball back to the offense. The defense is going to have to make stops so the offense isn't forced to be in a shootout every single week. But the defense, again, we're just going to have to wait and see what they do this season before we make any definitive reaction or judgment on the defense. But for now, focused on the offense, what Ryan Poles was able to do, the talent he was able to surround Justin Fields with, I am not only impressed with, but I am excited to see how this Bears offense shapes out this season. And personally, I think it's inevitable. It is inevitable until this offense pops off and it is an elite threat for the rest of the NFL. You know, there's teams like the Lions who put up a lot of points but just couldn't stop the other team on defense. There's plenty of examples where the offense pops off but just can't win games in the end. Hopefully it translates to wins, but don't be surprised if the Bears are somewhere between a 9-10 win team. Again, there's going to be games where this team is going to lose, but this team is going to be excited. It is only a matter of time before everything clicks and the Bears figure out how to close those tight games, how to win those close games. Last year, the Bears lost 8 games within 1 score. Imagine this team with talent now. Once we learn how to win those 8 games, those 8 close scores, the Bears can be knocking on the door for a playoff appearance. Don't be surprised when it happens, because it will happen. The only way the Bears will look scary, the only way this team is gonna make fans go, uh-oh, something's wrong, is if something really goes wrong. If everything goes remotely close to according to plan, the Bears are on the way. Look out, NFL. Now, this isn't the YouTube channel that's going to sit up here and guarantee wins. I'm not going to guarantee absolutely anything. But on paper, knowing what these guys are capable of doing, I have high faith that the Bears are going to win a lot of games that will shock the NFL. They're going to win a lot of games that they have no business winning. They're going to lose some games, but they're going to be so exciting, and I cannot wait to watch these Bears play this year. So if you haven't got your full dose of Bears, feel free to click on one of my previous videos, because I've been covering everything as far as camp, preseason, waiver wire, new acquisitions, all of it. Feel free to drop a like, drop a comment, let me know how you guys are feeling. Subscribe if you want to stay updated for more videos, and I'll see y'all on the next one.